Hey guys, in this video we're gonna break down one of the most important concepts in strength training and bodybuilding, which are compound exercises and isolation exercises. If you ever stepped inside a gym and wondered which exercises you should focus on, the big heavy lifts or the smaller muscle targeted movements, you are not alone. This is one of the most common questions beginners ask when they start training. Some people say compound lifts are everything. Others say isolation movements are the key to building the perfect physique. The truth is that both play a crucial role in a successful training program. Understanding the difference between these two types of exercises can help you build muscle more efficiently, gain strength faster, and design better workouts. So, in this video, we will explain exactly what compound and isolation exercises are, look at real examples of each, discuss their benefits, and show how to combine between them properly in your training routine. Strength training exercises can generally be divided into two main categories: compound exercises and isolation exercises. These two types of movements work the body in very different ways. Compound exercises involve multiple joints moving at the same time and activate several muscle groups during a single movement. Isolation exercises, on the other hand, focus on one muscle group and usually involve only one joint. Both approaches are extremely valuable in bodybuilding and strength training. Compound exercises help develop overall strength and muscle mass. Isolation exercises help refine individual muscles and improve symmetry and detail. When athletes understand how to use both types of exercise effectively, they can design training programs that produce better results in both strength and muscle development. So let's start by talking about compound exercises. Compound exercises are movements that involve multiple joints working together during the lift. Because more than one joint is involved, several muscle groups must work together to complete the movement. For example, when performing a squat, the hips, knees, and ankles all move simultaneously. At the same time, multiple muscles are activated, including the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and core muscles. This makes compound exercises extremely powerful for building overall strength. In fact, most strength training programs and bodybuilding routines are built around compound movements. These exercises allow athletes to lift heavier weights and recruit more muscle fibers compared to smaller single joint exercises. That's why compound lifts are often considered the foundation of effective training. One of the most There are several classic compound exercises that almost every strength program includes. One of the most famous is the squat. The squat is often called the king of the lower body exercises because it trains the legs, glutes, and core at the same time. Another powerful compound lift is the deadlift. The deadlift is one of the most complete full body movements engaging muscles in the legs, back, glutes, and core. The bench press is another stable compound movement that target the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Other compound exercises include pull-ups and overhead presses. Pull-ups work the back, shoulders, and arms, while the overhead press primarily target the shoulders while also engaging the triceps and upper chest. Because these exercises involve multiple muscles, they are incredibly effective for building overall strength and muscle mass. Compound training offers several major advantages. First, it builds overall strength because multiple muscles are working together during the lift. The body becomes stronger as a complete system rather than just strengthening one isolated muscle. Second, compound exercises improve coordination and balance. These movements require multiple muscles to work together in a coordinated way, which improves neuromuscular efficiency. Another major benefit is time efficiency. Because compound exercises train several muscles at once, athletes can train more muscle groups in a shorter amount of time. This makes them ideal for people who want a maximum results from their workouts. Finally, compound lifts stimulate a stronger hormonal response in the body. Heavy multi-joint exercises can increase the release of hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which support muscle growth and strength development. Now let's move on to isolation exercises. Isolation exercises are movements that focus on one specific muscle group and typically involve only one joint moving during the exercise. These movements are designed to concentrate the effort on a single muscle. For example, when performing a bicep curl, the movement mainly occurs at the elbow joint, and the primary muscle being trained is the biceps. Because isolation exercises limit the involvement of other muscle, they allow athletes to target a specific muscle more precisely. While they may not build total body strength like compound movements, they are extremely valuable for bodybuilding and physique development. Isolation exercises help shape individual muscles and bring out more detail in the physique. There are many different isolation exercises used in bodybuilding. One of the most common is the bicep curl, which targets the biceps. Another example is the leg extension, which isolates the quadriceps in the front of the thigh. Tricep pushdowns are commonly used to focus specifically on the triceps. Lateral raises are another popular isolation exercise that targets the side portion of the shoulder. Hamstring curls isolate the muscles in the back of the legs. Because these exercises target individual muscles, they allow athletes to focus on areas that need additional development. This is one of the reasons isolation exercises are so widely used in bodybuilding training. Um, the isolation exercises offer several unique benefits. One major advantage is improving muscle definition. Because isolation movements focus on a specific muscle, they help develop more detail and separation between muscles. They are also very helpful for correcting muscular imbalances. For example, if one arm is weaker than the other, isolation exercise can be used to train each side independently. Another benefit is improving the mind-muscle connection. This refers to the ability to conjugate to cons- to activate and control a specific muscle during exercise. Developing a strong mind muscle connection can improve muscle activation and help maximize muscle growth. Isolation exercises are also frequently used in rehabilitation and injury recovery because they allow athletes to train a specific muscle without putting too much stress on the rest of the body. The most effective training programs combine both compound and isolation exercises. Instead of choosing one over the other, athletes use them together strategically. Typically, workouts begin with compound lifts. This is because compound exercises require more energy, more strength, and more coordination. Performing them early in the workout allows athletes to lift heavier weights and perform the movement with better technique. After completing the compound lifts, isolation exercises are added to further target specific muscles. This combination allows athletes to build both strength and muscular detail. In simple terms, compound movements build the foundation while isolation exercises refine and shape the physique. One common mistake in the gym is focusing too much on isolation exercises while ignoring compound lifts. Many beginners spend a lot of time doing arm exercises like curls and pushdowns while neglecting major movements like squats and deadlifts. This approach can limit strength development and slow down muscle growth. Another mistake is having an unbalanced training programs. Some athletes focus only on certain muscle groups while neglecting others. A well-designed program should include a balanced mix of compound and isolation exercises. This ensures that the entire body develops evenly and that strength and muscle growth continue to progress. Let's summarize the key points from this video. Compound exercises involve multiple joints and multiple muscle groups working together. They are essential for building overall strength, increase muscle mass, and developing athletic performance. Isolation exercises focus on a single muscle group and allow athletes to refine muscle shape, improve symmetry, and correct weaknesses. Neither type of exercise is better than the other. Instead, they complement each other. The best training programs combine both compound and isolation exercises in a balanced way by using combined lifts as the foundation and isolation movements to refine muscle development. Athletes can achieve the best results in both strength training and bodybuilding. So, see you guys in the next video.